get started. Yeah. Run it up, no slack. Darshaun dropped the book, now you finally on track. Big boss moves, only wing, never going back. Never. If you're scared of the grind, step aside, that's facts. Step aside. Look, this that bag talk, hustle hard, no chill. Darshaun got the blueprint, show you how to get them nil. Turn pressure into power, turn a dream to a deal. Playbook if you want, we getting money for real. Get started. Turn up. Run it up, no slack. Darshaun dropped the book, now you finally on track.
Ooh, baby, you gotta love that intro. Guys, my name is Darshaun a.k.a. and there is no secret to success. You have to just get started. Go check out the book.
Hey, get started. Yeah. Run it up, no slack. Darshaun dropped the book, now you finally on track. Big boss moves, only wing, never going back. Never. If you're scared of the grind, step aside, that's facts. Step aside. Look, this that bag talk, hustle hard, no chill. Darshaun got the blueprint, show you how to get a meal. Turn pressure into power, turn a dream to a deal. Playbook if you want, we getting money for real. Get started. Turn up. Run it up, no slack. Darshaun dropped the book, now you finally on track.
What's up? Good morning, good afternoon, and good night at whatever time you may view this particular live stream. I'm your host, Darshaun a.k.a. What's going down? Salute, brother love. What's up with you, man? He say nice song. Yeah, man. Shout out to, I got to give credit to, well, I don't know if she want me to give her credit. I'll ask her in a little bit. But shout out to my music producer. She working on some things for me right now. But we're just gonna be with you guys briefly tonight. I'm a little under the weather, a little bit. I just started feeling better around 3 o'clock, but I couldn't leave you guys without a show. I know I missed my morning show and somewhat of my afternoon show, but I had to give you guys an evening show. We are in full book promo mode. It is November 17th. The book is available right now for purchase. We just inked the deal. We just inked a global distribution deal with this particular book. I'm also in talks with excuse me. I'm in talks with a couple people to translate it into a different language, or excuse me, or even have a maybe use the AI, for it or whatever. But we're here to talk about the book a little bit. Also, talk about what you guys want to talk about. But let's put on our business hats tonight. Let's make it a good show. Ask some questions. Let's be interactive in the chat. Let's not troll. We're talking about money. We're talking about the new book, Just Get Started. In the book promo, I tell people that there is no key to success, right? The success and the riches that people are looking for, there's no key to it. You just got to get started in doing it. And what do I mean by that? Well, everything that you ever desire, it's not going to fall from the sky. I'm not going to hand it to you. Most people aren't going to hand it to you. You have to get started in it and work towards it. That's the main thing. A lot of people are looking for, what's this secret to success? Okay, well, what type of success are you talking about? Because there's different levels of success. You got the peace level of success. You got the financial riches of the world of success. It's so many different variations. What is it that you're looking for? Now, when you're looking for those things, here's another thing I'll tell you. Not everybody has the answer to your question. However, when you're talking about business and me doing business with the top, let's say the top 1,000, top 500 Forbes companies in the world, I can tell you how to do it. I mean, I just signed a global distribution deal with this book, Just Get Started, to have it inside of 40,000 retailers. I mean, so if you want to talk turkey, let's talk turkey. Let's talk money. If money is what you want, right? If money is what you want, then money you shall have. Now, what a lot of people didn't realize when I was doing these books, that is a form of real estate. Yeah. You say, well, how is it a form of real estate? Well, if I'm in 40,000 retailers, listen to me clearly. My books are in 40,000 plus retailers. That is real estate. That is commercial real estate in different parts of the country and different parts of the United States. This isn't just 50 cents here, 20 cents. No. This is like a real thing. And I be trying to figure out, like, what is it about people that they're not like, why won't you just get started? Why won't you try? Because and the downside of things is you're going to grow up or get older to be an older woman and an older man looking back on your life thinking, man, I should at least did it. If they're telling us that at some point in your life, because you don't know your expiration date, that at some point in your life that you're going to pass away and you're not going to optimize your life as much as possible, then what are you waiting for? This is why I titled the book Just Get Started. I was having conversations on YouTube and personal conversations with people trying to figure out, well, how do I do this? And how do I do this? Like, why don't you just get started? Just start. Write your first sentence. Write your first paragraph. Just start something. Everybody is trying to do this perfect moment, this perfect thing. I'll get the perfect camera when it's time, or I'll get the perfect microphone when I'm ready. I'm going to save up my money till I get the perfect house. Perfect is not going to be here tomorrow, but perfect is like right now. So start it and see what happens, because there is going to come a time in your life where you're not going to be able to do anything. You probably won't even remember who you are. So go for the gusto right now. So what I'm doing is living my life by example, being transparent. Hey guys, I'm fasting. Hey guys, I'm cutting this out my diet. Hey guys, I'm working out. Hey guys, I'm working on a book. Hey guys, I'm that. Wow, I'm just getting started. Let's do it. Come on. This is life we're talking about. It's moving at a rapid pace. It's moving at a rapid pace. November is almost October was I'm just going to start at October. October was just here a month ago. It's already gone. November, we halfway through November. It's November 17th. It is my book release date. Bro, it's about to be December. I'm going to be another age in December. What are we waiting on? I'm not waiting. I released 6 books in 3 years. I'm not waiting on nobody to tell me how to make any money. I'm not asking people, how do I become successful? No. I'll go watch some videos, go to the library, grab some books. I'll do whatever it takes to get myself there, but I got to get started. I got to get started. So this book right here, 7 chapters. 7 chapters, extremely informative, right? I give good detail on how I started my companies. I don't think I talked about how I sold them. I did talk about it in a live chat, but I didn't talk about how I sold my companies. I was basically showing people how I got started. And then from there, common sense should kick in on how to scale your business. But we do make it common sense in the book. So my question to you would be, what are you waiting on? Because life is waiting on you. You're not waiting on life. So in that, what I decided to do was I created a mascot. So if you look at the thumbnail after the stream, Sparky the Mouse. Sparky the Mouse is going to be a part of this book. We got the adult version of Just Get Started, and we're going to have a kids version. And Sparky the Mouse is a cute character that I developed. We're going to get some background history on him. And we're going to start doing little training sessions and little cartoons with them. As you can see from the video, we got them looking kind of swagged out if you look at the YouTube short. As a matter of fact, let me put that short in the chat so you guys can check it out. But I'm taking this thing as far as I can take it, man. Because I'm starting to realize that, you know what, I ain't going to be here for 600, 700, 800 years. Sounds good. Would love to. But it's not happening. Unfortunately. Right? And that's just a reality. It's a hard reality. Trust me. It is a hard reality for me to come to grasp with. that I'm not going to be here 600 years from now. However, if I put in the effort to have my teachings out there so people can at least see where I was coming from and why I made the decisions I made, I think I'll be able to help a lot of people. I think I'll be able to help a bunch of people. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the book link in the chat. So new book release today. Just Get Started by Darshaun McAway. It took me about 3 months to write it, but this is what 16, 17 years of experience, in 7 chapters, and doing business with one of the largest retailers in the world who has been blessing me. It's been amazing. So here's the short video to Sparky the Mouse. That's the swagged out version. His original self is in the thumbnail, and also if you go to the community post, you'll see what Sparky really looks like. And Sparky is Sparky the Mouse. He's a reflection of me. At first, a lot of people ask me why are a mouse or a rat. If we look back on our childhood and we look at cartoons, if you're familiar with Pinky and the Brain, Mickey Mouse, Tom and Jerry, they always had some type of mouse that was displaying a message, and giving us laughter and having fun. Well, I came up with Sparky the Mouse. I'm drawing on my personal life experiences. This is why I'm. This is why I believe I'm successful. I'm pulling from my life, writing from my experience, and then giving it to you guys so you can read the story. One thing I realized about my life is that no one can take away my experiences and how I perceived it or how I didn't perceive it and somebody else said it was another way. But when I tell the story, you go, oh, shoot, that's kind of crazy that you went through that. And it makes for a good story. It's a true story. This is why I started the Based on the True Story series, because I was like, man, nobody's never going to believe this stuff. These things that I'm going through is like, nobody's never going to believe that. So let me go ahead and drop the book link in there as well. Just Get Started. It's available. Oh, another thing I was trying to tell you guys, I was going to sell it for 12. Can't do it for 12. Can't do it for 12. I do it for 12. I make 30 cents. That don't do it. That don't do it. So I added some more pages, and I had to increase it to $16.99. Man, I had to do $16.99. Had to do it, man. I tried. Trust me, I tried. I tried to look out for you guys and do it for the low. Now the ebook, if you're into the digital ebook and you want to look at the book on your phone or your tablet or your laptop, I got you. The ebook will be cheaper. But the retail copy with this distribution deal, can't do it. Yeah, can't do it. Trust me, I tried. We talked about a few things and I was like, this should work. And they was like, not if you're trying to go out of business. That ain't gonna work at all. So let's go ahead and put in the Cash App if you guys want to donate. We are monetized YouTube channel, so you can feel free to hit the super chat. But let's talk business, man. Let's talk business. Let's get to it. So with this book here, again, it started from a few conversations that I was having with people, and some people who I was really kind of concerned about, like when you gonna get started on doing, X, Y, and Z. I told you guys this one time. This one young lady asked me a question about, how can she increase her finances? So I told her, well, in order for you to do that, you kind of got to tell me like your personal financial issue. She was paying for 2 cars. Insurance is crazy. Had a major cell phone bill. Got like 4 or 5 people on her plan. So when you hear that, that becomes a process of elimination. What are you going to do to get rid of the stuff that is too much for you? And I think what we do as people, we take on too much responsibility when it comes to these bills. You guys got bills unnecessarily. It just doesn't make any sense. Half the stuff that y'all using, half the stuff that y'all paying for, you're not even really using it to the highest level. If you have a smartphone and you're complaining about money, it's you. It is completely you, because these phones can do way too much. Hell, if you have a desktop or a laptop and you complaining about money, it's you. I'm not saying that you have to get on here and become a YouTube person or whatever the case may be, but there are just too many ways to make money in today's time. It is amazing the amount of things that you can do to get some money your way. It takes time, it takes effort. For example, another way I tell people that they can make some money is, selling what's around you. Put stuff up on eBay, put stuff up on the Facebook market. They have a website that I use when I sell my companies. It's called flippa.com, FLIPPA.com. You can sell your whole company. You can sell your e-commerce or actual physical brick and mortar company and be done with it. You know, you may have to sign up for a fee in today's time, but $5, $10 to sell your company for $250,000. What's $5 or $10? You know what I'm saying? So if money is what you want, then money is what you'll get. But if you're not working towards the money, then what's the point? Guys, the reason I'm having these live streams and I'm driving a point home to you guys, I'm sorry to say this, but you're gonna die one day. I know. I know. I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. What I'm saying to you is, why are you wasting this fucking time not doing what it is that you want to go do? You want to go skydive? Go for it. You want to go bowling all night without consequence? Go for it. You want to play tennis in the dark? Go for the things that you want to do, because one day this shit gonna be over with. It's just gonna be done. And then you're gonna look back and be like, now I'm this old man, now I'm this old woman, and you look back on your life and you didn't do a damn thing. All you did was work for someone else, which is okay. You didn't take care of yourself, which is terrible. And then you're going to live with somewhat of your regret because you never got a chance to go to a certain place, get out the county, get out the state, just get out the country. Like, go do something. Do a few things so you can look back on your life and be like, you know what? Yeah, I did that. And you can be happy with that. There are a lot of people that didn't even pursue their dream because the way we were taught, and this is just me, the way we were taught, it was almost as if you pray about it and you wait patiently for it, that it'll just present itself in front of you. And then as you keep on living life and you get older, you be like, now hold on, now I've been praying since I was 7 years old. I'm 16, I'm 21, I'm 22, I'm 25. I ain't seen nothing happen yet. It's because we were raised wrong. You put out the prayer. I think you put out the prayer as a shield and the good effort. But if you don't work towards it, it'll never happen for you. Like, for example, if I would have kept on listening to my grandma, I would have never did a commercial. I would have never did a commercial. Guys, I've been in international and national commercials. And if I would have listened to, and this is not a bad thing, I'm just saying this is where the advice came from. If I was to listen to my grandmother and certain people in my family by praying and wishing on the star for it to happen, it would have never happened. I had to go to auditions. I became one of the top runway models in Northwest Arkansas for J.C. Penney's and Dillard's. I became an underwear model. I got into this national car commercial. I was on True Detective. I was in a Gatorade commercial with Dwayne Wade. I was on Dexter as an extra. So if I didn't go pursue these things, I would never know. I was in a award winning short called Chase the Lion. I was in another award winning short called um, so who killed my dad's chicken or something like that. I forgot what it was called. Chase the chicken or something. It was called something. But if I didn't go pursue these things, I would never know. I'm thinking it was supposed. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought that stuff was supposed to fall in my lap. I'm gonna pray for it, and I'm gonna keep on praying for it. And then I realized that I'm getting older. I'm losing that young look of trying to be somewhat of a model, whatever the case may be. And I'm becoming a dad and all that type of stuff. I'm like, man, where's my opportunity? Where's my opportunity? Well, I had to go audition. I had to get an agent. Had to get a publicist. Why not? Just go for the pursuit. The happiness is in the pursuit of what you're doing. So, like, what are you guys waiting on? So I told myself, I said, you know what? I'm not going to waste any time. I think I'm pretty good at giving business advice. I got the product to prove it. You can go inside of a store, you can ask about me, and they'll pull it up. So with that accreditation, I go, that's the best I can do for people. I can't show you nothing else. I can't, and I hate to use this word like that. I say it like this: I won't put you in front of a position for you to seek out the opportunity. I'm not going to pick you up and grab you by the collar and walk you over there and say, grab this fucking opportunity. I'm going to tell you the opportunity is right there for you. But if you're scared to pursue it, then you're always going to be scared. You're never going to get to where you want to be. Never. You will never get there. And that's not even being negative. If you don't pursue the opportunity, if you don't put the steps forward to get to where you want to be, which is educating yourself, becoming more intellectually sound, putting yourself in different positions, going to banquets, going to these outings, going to charities, going to different networking events on the level of what's happening in your local area, you're never going to get anywhere. You go home, go to work, watch TV, get back up in the morning, do the same thing over and over. You got like no life. That's not a life. That is not a life. That's not living. You're not talking to anybody. You're not. I mean, what you guys? What do you get? What do you guys want? What do you want out of life? What is it that you absolutely, ultimately want out of life? Hey, if you went to the Disney and Universal, at least you went. Now you got the experience. You know, at least that's off your list. But what do you guys want out of life? You know, what do you want out of life? Here, let me do this real quickly. YouTube giving free. How they do this? What's this? They give free jewels or something like that. What is that about? Do y'all see that? Let me see. This is crazy. Redeem jewels. Let me see something. Oh, okay. I see how they do it. Let me see how this works. Hmm. Yeah, I saw that the other day. I didn't know what that was called. I just wanted to check my audio. But anyway, this stream is going to get a lot of views. A lot of people popping in, popping out. Um, Listen, guys, I'm not saying I'm the guru of this thing. What I am saying, I'm the guru of getting forward in life. And again, I've always said this to you guys, and I'm gonna stand on this. I'm living my life for Darshaun. Darshaun knows what he needs to pursue his happiness. I know how much I need for my bills, for my companies, how much I spend for my food, what I want to do in my personal life. You got to figure that stuff out for yourself. You can't keep on looking at other people who are rich, who's driving the Bugattis and the private jets, and they got offices and tall skyscrapers. You can't look at that. You cannot look at that. You got to figure out what it is that you want to do, and then you have to go forward. I don't care if you got to get inside, what is it, the white books or something on the internet to look up addresses and call people. Who cares if somebody tells you no? Who cares if somebody tell you this is not the way you're supposed to do it? Do it. Try it. Give it a shot. It's not going to hurt you. None of this stuff ever really hurts us. You may you get your feelings hurt, but that's you being a pussy about it though. Somebody told you no, you can't do this, and you wanted to film there. Like, for example, this is a perfect example. I had a picture up on my YouTube page forever. There's a profile picture with me and this. I got this real fancy white sweater with fur on it. And I went to send an audition tape to The Bachelor to become the new host. I sent in the application. I answered their questions. They telling people, hit our Instagram up, send us a DM, make sure the video is no longer than 30 seconds, blah, 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 blah. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, I need a good background. So I went to the mall. There's this outdoor mall that we have. I was dressed up to the nines. I had just cut my hair. My hair was actually kind of like this, but I didn't put the sponge twist in it. It was nice. It was shaped up and everything. I go, excuse me, and I'm taking pictures, and nobody's not saying nothing to me at first, right? So I go to this one area, and I went early because nobody was at the mall. This is way before they opened up. So I'm doing the video, talking. I'm looking at the time. I'm trying to say and think of the questions and everything with the answer. And then the security guard came up to me and said, "Hey, you can't do that." And I was like, "Oh, I just got done." He was like, "I'm gonna need you to erase that." And I was like, Erase it for what?" He was like, "You're not supposed to record on private property." I'm thinking, the mall is private property?" He was like, "Well, we have a policy out here that the stores don't want people to like have them in the background." So I had told him, I say, I wasn't doing that. I said, I actually set it up to where nothing is behind me. Cause I kind of knew that as far as like, 'cause I don't want other people in my background for advertisement purposes. So I showed him the video and I said, "Hey, I'm just trying to become the host of The Bachelor. And I just want to take some pictures so I can send it to him and this and this and that." So he was like, "You know what? I can respect that." He said, "But next time, come talk to us and we'll tell you where you can go shoot this at." He said, "Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm a radio in that I'm talking to you, but the area that you can go in is that area right over there." So I was like, "Cool." Now he was about to tell me like delete it and all this type of stuff. And I would have been upset, but I'm like, you know what? It is what it is because people got rules. So I go over there, take some more pictures. Pictures came out to be fire, by the way. And but I had to go for it. That's my point. I had to go for it, regardless of me thinking that it's gonna fall in my lap. I had to go pursue it and send out the video and take the pictures and everything like that because I had nothing to lose. If you think you got something to lose, I guess two things could be true. You either think you do or you don't. It's up to you. All I'm telling people is just to go for the pursuit. Now, again, I'm not telling you to do something stupid. Don't do the stupid stuff. Well, you told me to go do this. No, 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 no. You got your own life to live. Don't be stupid. Pursue what you got to go pursue so you can at least have some type of fun in your life. If you want to sit there and be a crab and I don't know, just not do anything, then by all means go ahead. But don't be upset with me when you see me thriving and be like, "Hey, I know you, and I thought I told you don't forget about the small people." Yeah, I'm forgetting about the small people, man. Sorry, I'm not thinking small. You ever heard people say that? People say that to me all the time. Don't forget about us small people. Well, your small ass better catch up. Cause I got a private jet getting ready to come pick me up in 3 hours. You better catch up. What's that song called? It's a song called something, something, something. You better catch up. Nah, I ain't got time to think about the small people. The hell, like I'm gonna be thinking. Let me sit back and think. I remember this one person. Hell no. You better catch up. I want to play that song. Something, something, something. You better catch up. Man, that's the song right there. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I don't know if that's Young Dolph or who. Man, I ain't listen, and I'm not trying to say I'm gonna be all cocky and conceited and not. No, I'm saying I got life to pursue. I don't have time to be thinking about the small people. I gotta keep it pushing. I gotta go. I got somewhere I gotta be. I had a conversation with a young woman, maybe about a week or two ago, and the question kind of revolved around like, how much more is there for you to do? And said, there's a lot. There are things I just want to do just because. I said this to her. I want to purchase a hotel just because I can. I want to purchase a jet maybe 3 of them, just because I can. Because if you're telling me that the more money you get, all you're going to do is just buy things, well, let me just buy things, because that's what it is. So I want to purchase jets. I want to purchase hotels. I want to purchase a damn whale for a day or two. I don't know. I'm just going to go for it just to say that I can. Look at Mike Tyson's story. Good story. Buying Rolls Royces and Bentleys and Tigers and Bears. At least he did it. I mean, what else was he supposed to do? You know, bought a 50-room mansion, only lived in 2 bedrooms. At least he did it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to buy a whale. Actually, it's not that I want to buy a whale. I want that whale experience out there on the water. I've seen people, um, it may sound like I'm saying whale, but I'm saying whale. Um, the whale jumped up in the air and it splashed down, and then one of them came up and put his flap up, and they let him rub him. I thought that was dope. Let me see the name of that song. Um, who? You gotta catch up. Let me see. It's a rap song. I gotta find it. Is it Pesco Flaco? I don't think so. No, it might be. Hold on, let's see. Cordless, what's going on with you? We up for the night? We are up in the building. Yeah, but go for what you guys know, man. Go for what you know. Is this him? Nah. Is it Young Dolph? I don't think so. Is it? It looked like it might be. Preach. No. I don't know. I gotta find it. Pulled up. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, go for what you know, guys. Make it happen. This is all we have is the time, and um I mean, life it is what it is. You gotta make the best of it or make nothing of it at all. For the most part. You know. If you think about it. A lot of people don't get a chance to make it. You know. I had talked about this on a live stream one time where there are people out here that they don't have any arms and no legs, but they're not giving up on themselves. And those of us who are able minded and able bodied, we give up very quickly. There was a man, and this was a very amazing video. You can look this up. There's a black man who was born without a jaw, without his lower jaw. And of course, if you got a piece of your face missing, one would think nobody's not gonna find me attractive and talk to me and whatever. Well, he has a whole wife with children, and she saw something in him that he didn't see in himself. So you got people out here, putting up the wall before they even pursue it. You already put up this roadblock on who you are as a person, and you didn't even give yourself a honest shot. And to think you're an adult, you're a full grown adult, and you didn't even give yourself a chance. You got children that are more adventurous and riskier than you, and you're the adult. You're more capable of getting into places and doing things without, I don't know, without the hassle of saying to a kid, "Oh, you can't come in here because you're too young," and yet here you are, not even pursuing life to the fullest. And so I think a lot of this stuff is on you guys. You know, a lot of it is on you guys. So again, we're here today to just kind of like jumpstart and kickstart you guys on your decision of life. I do not know what that song is. You better catch up. All right. We are at the 36-minute mark. If you guys have any questions, any thoughts, or suggestions, feel free to speak now. I'm getting ready to end the stream, and I have some phone calls to make. We're going to play my little theme song for the book here in a second. Yeah, I can't find it, but I will one day. I won't give up tonight, though. What the? Okay. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. All right. So here we go. We're going to play the theme song real quickly. I dropped it in the chat. And here we go.
Hey, get started. Yeah. Run it up, no slack. Darshaun dropped the book, now you finally on track. Big boss moves, only win, never going back. Never. If you're scared of the grind, step aside, that's facts. Step aside. Look, this that bag talk, hustle hard, no chill. Darshaun got the blueprint, show you how to get a meal. Turn pressure into power, turn a dream to a deal. Playbook if you want, we getting money for real. Get started. Turn it up. Run it up, no slack. Darshaun dropped the book, now you finally on track.
Ooh, wee, baby. You gotta love that intro. Guys, my name is Darshaun McAway, and there is no secret to success. You have to just get started. Go check out the book, guys. If I don't see you tomorrow, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Peace.